Welcome, teenies, new and old, to Wits and Crits, a roundtable Q&A style podcast hosted by me, your Dice Goblin and Vanilla Guard. Yeah, I was saying that right. Your Dice Goblin and resident Vanilla Guard boy loving ship gremlin, Hayden Navio, who speaks for a living. I am the player for Aviana Kolesh, Regan Aylis, and Fianula Ione. For those of you who are finding us for the first time, hello. We are Nat 19. We're a group of actors, performers, and improvisers who have come together through our love of storytelling and mutual nerdery. Today on the show, I have two people who I hope can speak better than me, but we'll find out during the course of this. I have Cody Hughett and Robert Parnell.
Gasp. I'm one of those.
You are. Introduce your fine selves. We can start with Cody.
Hello, I'm Cody Hughett. I play Casper Casbuckle and Niccolo Bernardino. Bernardino. Don't worry about it. And I previously played Quintis Valorbilt before Vestige ended forever.
We'll never go back to that game.
Yeah,
never, ever.
That's my favorite thing to say.
Because
your favorite thing to say is Smartphone 2 is coming.
Yeah.
That's
Or 3.
also a very good
or
thing
5.
to say. It is. It's on its way.
It'll be out very soon. What about you, Mr.
Scoop.
Got the inside scoop, which is bully Maddie until they make it.
Please don't. I watched that show with you. It's so bad. It's so bad. Hi, I'm Aaron Parnell. I'm the other guy who owns half of this weird little company we've made, and I play all sorts of stuff. I'm the dungeon master for the Princess games and Merriam and Vestige. I'm gonna be in this upcoming one this Saturday. By the time you see it, actually no, because it's gonna show soon. So yeah, this Saturday. Oh boy, unless you're in the future, in which case I don't know. Go watch Gilligan's Grave. It's sweet. And I'm also Manny. Which I don't know if you can tell.
You're Manny.
Where does he get his dumb from? They always asked. The joke's on them. The dumb was inside me all along.
It's gonna be interesting, like not prepping for a Saturday game, like knowing that Nat 19's gonna be doing a thing, and I'm just like, oh yeah, they're playing right now.
I told my con agent that I have Saturdays available, and that felt blasphemous.
I have literally been in almost every game that Nat 19's ever did, and I'm just like, I guess I'm free for Saturdays for the next little while.
For the last 3.5 years, I have played D&D with y'all almost every single Saturday. And now that's taken away from me.
A weird heckin' 6 to 9 month break both sides are getting is going to be weird. I was joking with Carrie, I'm like, it's probably good Carrie's in the first game, because getting them back on Saturdays ASAP is going to stop them from being like, I don't want to wake up before 3.
Yeah.
It's fine, Hayden. Whenever they realize their mistake of not having us around,
They're gonna miss us.
It's gonna be great. Go watch it.
Go watch it. Gilligan's Grave is gonna be awesome. There's so much cool behind the scenes stuff that I'm privy to that you guys are gonna enjoy. Anyway, taking that gremlin energy and channeling it into today's episode, because I have these two nerds plus myself here, so obviously it's gonna get weird. I'm gonna roll a d4 and determine who I will be asking the question to. If it rolls on a 1, it's Aaron. If it's 2, it's Cody. If it's 3 or a 4, it's for both of us. So, it's a 2, it's for Cody. I'm gonna roll a d6. It's 4. Oh, this is a fun one to start off with. Okay. Deep lore time.
Ooh.
Hope you brought your notes, Cody.
I have not.
Well, I don't know how you're gonna answer this, but we'll try. Now that you made it canon, why does Quintis call Lucian daddy?
Oh, that's easy. Okay, I was expecting something a lot worse. Well, because I think that Quinn is a man-child. Mostly in the fact of he probably has very formal ways to address his family whenever people are around, such as calling them father or uncle or anything like that. I feel like that's something he does quite often whenever they're around like other people or around people he doesn't necessarily vibe with immediately, but like whenever he wants to have endearment to things, he goes unk or daddy. I think that he probably just never grew out of that, especially since, you know, he lived his entire life without his mom, so he probably really attached himself to his dad.
We get back to the land away, and we enter the fucking manor or wherever the fork they live, and he's like, Daddy! And it's like, oh, God.
Oh, yes, it will happen. There will be plenty of times, and here's the big thing. If there's ever a time where there's like a wedge between them for any reason, he will probably go back to being like father or dad.
Parent.
Like if there's some weird thing between them and Lexi, he'll probably be like, well, if that's how you feel, father, and he will leave.
Damn.
I feel like it's a really good way to show Quintis's more, you know, like childish side, which he obviously has. He's basically a freaking, again, man-child frat boy. But in a more like very innocent way, he's just like, oh no, that's my daddy. I love my daddy. And it's like, oh, that's my father. I respect my father, you know?
Yeah.
I was thinking that was gonna be a lot harder. You brought that in and make me thinking like, oh God, I have to think.
You fell for my tricks.
I am extremely worried answering questions today because I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get myself into a Quinn space because I haven't been there in so long. But like that one's easy.
All right.
I'm sure it's pretty easy to squeeze into Quinn spaces.
Okay, it's for both of you.
Oh.
Okay. For Miriam and Nemric.
Oh.
If the contract was still in effect while in the cauldron, would Miriam have taken or suggested to take a DGR outside of the cauldron to use it to fight Fierna? And how would that make Nemric feel? Go off, my lovelies.
To take a DGR outside of the cauldron?
That is the question, but you could also take it as, like, would you use one to fight Fierna, maybe?
Yeah, he'd be totally fine with using one. I mean, anything he can blow them up with, he would be happy to use. Miriam's never been shy. I mean, like, something that I shouldn't know about that's extremely powerful? Yes, please. He probably wouldn't take it outside of the cauldron, not for, like, a lack of wanting to, necessarily, but why fight all of the Nephilim too? Is kind of where I start. I'm like, because they would not be cool with that. They would be coolant immediately about that. And the Nephilim on their own are also really scary. So getting more and more of them, possibly the Valkyrie and Vestius involved, given Vestius's direct investment in getting everything plugged up and stayed inside. Miriam trying to take that out could just create a whole lot more problems for himself than Fierna, and he wants to create problems for Fierna.
Yeah, and it's really weird to think about like Nim and how Nim would feel about it, because like I'm pretty sure Nim has thought to himself of, I never want to see Fierna again because I will probably be turned into a slug monster. Whatever those things are called. What are they called again, Aaron?
Lemures.
Yeah, he's pretty sure that if he ever goes back to hell and Fierna is there, that's what his fate is. So he is. I've been thinking about this actually recently. I think one of the things that Nemric would be doing for the rest of his decently long life as an elf is to try to attach himself to another god or something to try to escape his eventual fucking eternal damnation. It's like, I just pissed off the person who I'm gonna be literally with for all of eternity as a little slug monster. That's not very good.
He starts praying to Haros. He's like, that Quintis guy had the right idea.
I don't know if Haros would be who he'd go for, although it's like he was there, so maybe. I feel like he would like most likely try to like. If I were to play Nimric again, I would most likely give him warlock levels. Because he would a billion % want to like attach himself to someone else, like anyone else almost. It's like, can you take me after I die? I was going to as a price for the thing. That's what you want from me? He's like, yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Can't
Yeah, he just
remember.
doesn't want to be around Fiona at all. He doesn't want to see Fiona again.
That's valid.
It's a good wish for most mortal beings. If you don't have a reason to see Fiona, you really shouldn't.
It's like Fiona tried to disintegrate and destroy me. I don't know if I want to go back there ever again.
It's like, you know,
No,
I
thank
think
you.
I'm
Goodbye.
Oh, Lemire's a challenge rating 0.
good.
I
Aww.
don't want to be one of those.
You don't want to be a
They
little
can't speak,
flesh guy?
but they can scream.
I have no mouth,
He
but
still
I
has his
must
one use of
scream.
reincarnate as well. If he's about to die, just use reincarnate on himself. It's like as much time as I can, as much time as I can. Away
No,
from
no, no, no,
there.
no, no, no. Yeah, that's valid. So DGR SmackDown with
It's interesting
Fiona,
to think about
yes.
DGRs outside of the cauldron, though, since we're probably gonna see that.
Yep.
Since, you know,
At
people
least
did
one has
take a
been taken.
DGR out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And most likely they're gonna try to reverse engineer that shit or something.
Of course they are. They're the fucking family.
At least what I'm expecting.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But let's just hope they're like Dennis
So, yeah.
quality and can just be destroyed quickly with a brief vorpal.
Oh.
Yeah. I think you cut out for a chunk of that for us. We got to is be destroyed quickly.
Oh, it's like, let's just hope they're Dennis quality and can be destroyed quickly with a brief vorpal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just little scrap
We just
metal
have to-
babies.
We just have to also have Vorpal.
Here's what we do. We get the Crystal Queen on our side. That's
gonna be-
easy.
We
Looks over-
already
looks over
stole
to
from
Miriam.
them once.
She doesn't know
That's gonna be,
Avi.
It's gonna be difficult. I think Avi and Fenris broke her bed.
Avi and Fenris?
Not Avi and
Avi?
Fenris, Miriam and Fenris.
Damn,
All
your
right,
shipper
but can we
brains.
just live in that
Oh,
other
you could.
reality for a moment? 'Cause
Hey,
You could
I
go and say that.
listen. As a multi-shipper, I'm down.
yeah, just lock that in a world where Avi didn't even know the party yet. Delicious.
Conchi just tells
Thank
Fenris,
you for the
like,
meal.
Fenris,
You're
I
welcome.
don't love Avian anymore, but I do really think she's hot. Do you want to do that?
You want to go in? It's like, I get the feeling she wouldn't be into it. You don't know me. Anyway, that aside,
You don't know me.
you don't know me. She wouldn't be canonically, but in my headcanon. Anyway, I'm rolling this dice. Ooh, it's for Aaron. Crazy. And roll this other dice.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
great. Honestly, speaking of Avi, when Mogram was outed as a doppelganger, Aviana chose to non-lethal him. Why did Miriam choose to kill him after this? I believe I remember why, but go off, my king.
This is a while back.
Mm-hmm.
When so Margaret was exposed, Avi non-lethal them, and then I killed them afterwards. If I remember right, it was because I didn't think he had anything useful for us to learn at that point. I was already, we already had most of the pieces, and, why risk letting a doppelganger try and talk its way out of death before it just reassumes itself somewhere else?
Yeah.
Miriam's
especially-
hardcore sometimes too.
Yeah, especially one as sociopathic as that one, who's like, yeah, I killed everyone in the brothel, which, you want to make Miriam upset with you. Kill everyone in the brothel.
I think if I remember right, and you can correct me on this, I think you mentioned that it was because, part of it was because he, killed the kids as well.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
killed everybody, and yeah, because Margaret had a wife and kids, and yeah, they were all dead. So Miriam has no mercy for a person like that. As much as
Yeah.
Miriam likes to talk about the semantics and get into the nitty gritty, he will occasionally, like Cody mentioned, get a touch hardcore about certain things.
Like there are probably times whenever Quinn's just like, oh fuck, you fucked up. You make Kitty mad.
Like, well, damn. I mean, yeah, Avi definitely wasn't like showing mercy in that moment. It was more as like, I guess, information.
He might be useful.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he's dead. Well, corpse anyone? Hell yeah. Gosh, that's so long ago. Gods.
Yeah,
we've been at this a minute,
more,
y'all.
That is 2/3 of the campaign back.
That's crazy. Gonna roll again, hope y'all. Really wants to be Aaron again. That's fine. We'll go with that. Wah! Miriam fucking of House Lucius is how this question starts. You said in a previous Wits and Crits that Miriam needs to heal emotionally. Let's see. Let me read over this because I am reading this weird, or it's written weird, or I'm suddenly illiterate. So give me just a second.
I understand.
Words sometimes are hard.
I don't know how to words frequently.
I get paid to, and I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, right? All right. Let's come back in for this one. You said in previous Wits and Crits that Miriam needs to heal emotionally. But that being said, in your adventuring, you've come across a very spicy fox witch, an angelic rogue with a scythe, and the sweetest nerd known to man. Do you think being with one of them in a relationship would help this at all? I guess in his healing process. Yeah, I have my own opinions, but I'm not your character, so.
Separating myself from Miriam as Aaron, probably in many ways, but that's not how Miriam would personally see it. Having a relationship or any sort of intimate relationship, like of any kind, whether it's romantic or otherwise, is good for people. And having places where Miriam can confide in people or just be less, stoic, trying to, expose any vulnerability in a more healthy way would be good for the guy. But almost every single one of those people also have their own baggage that in some cases ties directly to him and the things he's tied to. And so there's a lot of ways that it's not that they can fix him. They can make him worse.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good things for Team Clover, though.
We've talked about Clover extensively. I mean, the long and short of Miriam and Clover is he doesn't want to break them. Like not even in the fun way, like just in the, oh no, I'm sorry. I think you were on a very happy, good person level wanting something real, and he's got pithy dodges and extreme danger all the time.
We didn't get to do it, but me and Katie had a lot of talks as to what the downtime between like campaigns or like at the end of the campaign was going to be, and it was literally just going to be Quinn going off away from everyone, like, oh, I gotta go do something, and like he'd like be like sneakily going off to see Clover, and like really making it to where like Lexi or somebody would be like really like weirded out, like what's going on, but like the entire thing they would talk about would be Miriam. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy the idea of sneaking off to talk to Clover to freaking wingman the fuck out of Miriam and Clover. Very neat, very cute.
Smell the fanfics.
Do you think there is something, well, Miriam, in my opinion, kind of holds himself back from allowing himself to be happy in a lot of ways, at least in, like, from my perception of the boy. Love him dearly, but I also want to drop kick him and be like, love yourself, you son of a bitch. Let yourself be loved. Not that my character has any room to talk.
It's so hard now, though, especially with fucking Velis being the be-all, end-all of all these things, because it's like the one person that he thought he did was like all in his fucking head. It's like that's so bad.
Do you think that's like affected his like his willingness to be vulnerable with someone in like a romantic relationship sense? Like, do you think his experience with Velis affected him there?
Yeah, although exactly how, I don't even think I could really dig into immediately, because there's so much to unpack there. That, like, as a person who has not experienced something that's literally impossible like that, trying to get into the mindset of someone who's like, yeah, the one, like, extended vulnerable relationship you've ever been in wasn't even real. Like, not even in, like, oh, they weren't into you, because, like, he was sad about it, obviously, for a really long time. He had a lot of feelings that he was trying to work through. But he had this back of his head, like, oh, well, you know, again, their family probably just didn't want them with a Haddison like me, so they snuck them out of town, and everyone communitively agreed somehow to pretend that they were never there as, like, a quiet, hey, get the fuck out of our town. And depressing, extremely. But, you know, they went, and either they're okay, like they've never responded to us sending, so clearly they're doing something and they don't want to hear from him anymore, is like what he would take that as. And so hopefully they're all right, and you wanted them to know he's, you know, as all right as he can be. But then finding out that, yeah, like, he's been talking to ghosts for years at this point.
Like, we needed another reason to fucking absolutely hate Velis, right? Like, at the end of the campaign. Like, we needed him to do what he did there. Fucking Quinn was already just like, no, this is public enemy fucking #1 for what he did to Kitty.
Yeah, it's like, no, fuck this guy.
And
now it's extra fuck this guy.
With what fucking Vogan and Merrymas. Now he's fucking trying to possess all of us. He fucked with my horse. Nah, he's dead.
But not Abigail, though. Fuck that guy. Fuck her.
Yeah, it's that's a bit of a mess. Yeah, it's really hard to lock into the mindset that Mary would have coming out of something like that. But it's definitely affected him, I guess, is the short end of it. There's no way it couldn't. His willingness to participate in something, like, he basically now has the understanding he's never really been in a meaningful relationship. The only one has been fake. And so he's a dude who's been, you know, he's slept with plenty of people, but he's never really been in love with anyone real.
Damn. I love you, Miriam.
Oh no, I think you might be muted.
No.
Oh, what?
My...
Aiden.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so now that I'm unmuted on all the things, yeah, no, I heard all that.
Okay.
I got all that. So viewers at home, sorry that was a little funky monkey. My ish is a little, it's a little wonk because we had major storms here, and power surges and things like that. So it's a little funky. But yeah, again, I love you, Miriam, is what I said.
Oh,
I love Miriam. I love that boy. It's okay. Alejandro
he's doing his best.
He's doing his best, and I'll just be awkward sibling relationship at him and not know how to handle that because my character's a fucking disaster. Anyway.
I don't think Quinn has to prove anything of loving Miriam after all the things we've done. It's like, yeah, I'll go to hell for that, man.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Idiot.
If you didn't, I woulda.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah. You know the times we say that Quinn and Avi are similar people? They're fucking idiots, and I love it.
Very good.
Oh, let's go. And hoppa! Okay, they can't all be for Aaron dice. Listen, I love Aaron too. Jesus Christ, please.
We can make
Okay.
this the Aaron challenge. We can do that.
It was 4 rolls in a row. It's like one.
The dice.
Give me more
Are you
Aaron.
kidding?
Listen. So do
Look
I.
at that spooning picture above.
You know what's
It's great.
hilarious? They are the vestiest dice. So you know it kind of makes sense. Anyway, let's roll this. It's for both of you. Roll this d6. We already asked that one. Okay. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, Carrie and I talked about this last time. It was mentioned last Wits and Crits that it's best to work with the through lines and try to favor them. So this is written kind of in sort of a brief sense. So Carrie and I talked about this in our previous episode, where as role players, we find we tend to have sort of like through lines that bleed into like our characters. Like for me, there will always be almost, I guess, like a parenting nature or like an inherent like seed of kindness in my characters. It just presents in different ways for different characters. Carrie, she's like, I'm always sassy, but it's gonna be different for different characters. Like Logan likes to play very like bombastic PCs, stuff like that. For you two, do you find that there is like little seeds or through lines between different characters that you've played? And what is like kind of the most common thread that you find within your different characters that you've played?
I think all my characters are aggressive.
Oh yeah?
Like, I'm just thinking back on it, like, the only one that I can maybe say I know to with that is Malaclips, but, like, I think every single character I play is very much, like, unlike me, very much forwardly aggressive with how they act around people. Very extroverted kind of energy.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna say? All your characters are like dogs.
kind of.
Golden
It's kind
Retriever
of hard, to
energy
be
through
honest.
line.
Like if you turned Casper, Quinn, and Malaclips into puppies. Everyone would be
You
like,
know?
yeah. Of
Mine-
course.
there we go. Mine are all dogs.
Except for Nemric. Nemric's a cat.
Nemric is a cat, yes.
He's a chihuahua.
He's a
Nemric
yeah.
Nemric's a Yorkie is what Nemric is. But whenever I've always talked about like putting a bit of myself in each of my characters, like just a little bit of it. It sort of helps me understand more things about myself. So that's how I kind of write a lot of my characters, how I kind of be a lot of my characters. But when it comes to just something that is linking all of them other than myself, it is their sort of extroverted-y kind of aggressive nature with people. They're always very quick to say things, very quick to like join in on things. Probably none more than Quinn, Casper, and Noelle. Those are probably the 3 most like forward-y characters I have. Yeah, it's probably very dogs. Dogs are good.
It just popped in my head when you were talking about it. But also, if you're sticking to the Nemric as a cat thing, if you got Malaclips, Quintis, and Nemric to go on an adventure together, you would have Homeward Bound.
I mean, you right.
Quinn is very much Chance, yes.
Yes, Quinn is Chance, Malaclips is Shadow. Exactly, you got it.
That's incredible. What about you, Aaron?
It's hard to tell. I've played a bajillion characters in that 19. I usually try and keep them grounded in something, so I don't know what through lines I super drink. Like Dragon Quest, like Gael has nothing in common, at least at face value, with like Miriam or Emmanuel. But Blueberry and Emmanuel and Miriam all have a great deal of whimsy in common. They're all kind of chaotic. in at least in terms of Miriam and the other two distinctive ways. Blueberry and Manny might as well be the same thing, other than Blueberry's an adult and Manny's not.
Yeah.
I feel like other than Blueberry and Manny, you have like an air of sort of mystery with a lot of your characters. You play them very mysteriously, and like before Kitty, you were very much like sort of kind of stoic with it, but like ever since playing Miriam, you've been very much more like social with it, but you still kept the mystery. Like there is still like, you look at Miriam and go, there's more going on with that motherfucker. What's going on? You've had kind of like the energy of this is gonna sound really bad. You have the kind of energy of the character that goes and sits in the corner of the bar.
I can't wait until they ask about my specific thing so I can tell them my dark and edgy backstory.
But like, you're the cool version of that actually isn't saying that. You're actually Aragorn.
Oh yeah.
instead of like someone trying really hard to be Aragorn.
Yeah, you know, as an Aragorn lover, I can get behind that. Yeah, no, I agree.
That could be reflected in a lot of things I do. There's also some design choices I kind of make as a DM that I try and encourage, not I guess that specifically, but something similar to that, where I always tell characters to have some secrets that you don't tell people, and they can be very serious secrets if you want, like who cares, but they can also be something as simple as, I'm kind of afraid of spiders. Because that's a weird character thing that real humans have. I'm kind of afraid of spiders. That's why I kill them as soon as I see them, because they make me upset, so I punch them. And those are small pieces of yourself that you won't necessarily be able to just tell the party about. They'll have to find that out. And I really, really like discovering characters. And I think that with certain players, if you can put them on the track of having those small things about themselves, they'll think of others. They'll start with something like, again, I'm afraid of spiders, or I like to count all my coins entirely. Like as soon as we get back to camp, I'm going to make sure that we've all been paid fairly by counting every single coin individually. Like that's their 2 hours of rest before they go to bed, is them being like, no, yeah, there's precisely 196 silver in there.
I think that really brings things into perspective with a lot of your characters. Yeah. Like, again, the only ones that really fall out of that mold is Blueberry and Emmanuel. But, you know, Child and Blueberry.
They channel the same kind of chaos. Just one wants to slam Tiamat, and the other one doesn't know what slamming really is. Unless it's contextually kind of funny, in which case he sort of does, but never entirely. Mm-hmm. Because he is like an elder god and changes moment to moment depending on the scenario.
I am looking forward to creating a character that is away from like the kind of style that I'm usually with characters. So I'm looking forward to that for a certain thing that may come in the future. What's happening in the future? Anyway.
Nothing's happening. Man. Thank you for your wonderful and thoughtful answers. I'm gonna roll shiggity heckin' dice again. Listen, D4.
I can listen to that part for you guys, because I wanna hear what you guys said for that.
Yeah, honestly, I really loved mine and Carrie's episode. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, D4.
I watched part of it. I didn't watch the full thing. I know I should.
How
I'm
dare
sorry.
you.
Fine, I'll go. That's why the D4 hates me.
Yep. All right,
it's
D4.
true.
It can't always be Aaron. Aaron's our friend too. We like him very much. One of our favorite humans. But you can't always roll on one, okay, buddy? Okay, we're gonna roll again. Hiya. There you go. It's for both of you again.
I love how you said it can't always be Aaron. Aaron's our friend too.
Listen, I don't know, man. I'm loopy, storm brain. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying shit. Hiya.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Oh my god, roll something else! Oh, look! turns it over. It's a 2. Crazy. Miriam and Quintis have been best friends since before the campaign. Anyway, so Miriam and Quintis have been friends since before the campaign and seem to be willing to do anything for each other. Is there anything that could damage their friendship? Give me the tea, my lovelies. I'ma just sit here and sip my coffee. What could damage their friendship?
No. At least from Quinn's side.
I'm sure there is. But what? I don't know. Like, Miriam has more options to damage their friendship than Quinn does. But the problem is that Quinn also will definitely, like, they are so fucking ride or die that Miriam has to consciously be like, be good, because if you don't, Quinn will become like a dark paladin and kill people.
If there's anyone I think that could get Quinn to do something like against their god or against like the greater good, it's probably Miriam.
Already, like, you've expressed the sentiment before, both as Quinn lightly and directly as yourself, that like if the Academy were to be like, hey, we're dealing with Miriam, you'd be like, to war then. And that's literally like, yeah, I'll fight the continent. I will go to war with everything from Canada to Brazil. It's just us 8 people, but that's fine. We'll find a nuke or something.
I'm pretty sure if the friendship is going to break, it's going to be something weird, or it's got to be on Miriam's side. Like,
damn.
I don't think Quinn will ever do it. I don't think Quinn will ever break off the friendship.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of like what heinous thing could happen that would like fuck with it all. I'm like, a hot, torrid love triangle between Miriam, Lexi, and Quintis. And I'm like, no, Quinn would be so about it. I'm like,
great, let's go.
Like, no, I got no idea what could make Quinn dislike Miriam, and Miriam kind of gets Quinn. Like, I would be quite shocked if Quinn were to do something that could really damage their friendship. I wouldn't say it's impossible, because this is D&D and definitely shit can happen.
Mm-hmm.
I find it unlikely.
I'm very happy that we went into this game being like, we're like 2 frat boy best friends, and then we're like still at the end of it going, no, I don't think anything could break us up.
Yeah. There is another question that I'm just gonna add in here because it's related to what we're talking about. It's, you guys decided to like just go the besties route. Like, what like made you guys come to that decision? Did it just happen to work out that way, or did you guys talk about it? Elaborate on the creation of Miriam and Quinn, because I love them both and I want to know all the things.
It was kind of brief, wasn't it? Like, everybody was coming in like doubles.
Pairs,
like everybody was coming in pairs, and it was sort of brief. We were like, we had like the joke, I think, about the swamp, and everything just sort of fell into place.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many things going on with them, because at that time also like Proto Quinn was like this massive Gaston joke that, you know, eventually devolved into what actually Quintis is. And so a lot of the pre-life to Miriam and Quinn wasn't really factoring in too much as like that's where Kitty came from as a nickname. I think is the longest lasting thing. And I think that really gave a massive jumping point of like, I don't call you by name, I call you by nickname. Immediately gives you kind of a relatable vibe, which I think helps roleplay. You don't have to worry about whether or not your character would do that. You're like, well, I call you Kitty, so clearly we're on good terms. What's up, bud? You know, Miriam was working as effectively a vassal to make sure that Quinn didn't die in his quest for the Hammer of Constantinian Winter. Not that we knew what that was at that point. It's just a box. It's kind of insulting if you really think about it. Like, go find the box with the thing.
Yeah.
And
Uncle, are you gonna tell us anything about the box? No. All right, let's go.
Yeah, regardless of even at the beginning whether or not Quintis would have been Miriam's best friend, I also knew Quintis was one of Miriam's only friends. It's hard for him not to be in the top spot.
I feel like Quinn had to have like begrudgingly grown on Miriam. From what we now know
Yes.
about like the backstory,
How they
like,
met and everything.
Yeah, where it's like, oh my god, this fucking noble. I feel like he must have like schwoozed up, like trying to be there, but then just realized with Quinn's just like, no, it's all in or not, buddy. We're either in it together or we're not in it. We're going. I really want to have like a backstory game where Quinn and Miriam meet and just have to like Miriam has to like deal with Quinn for a bit, like, oh my fucking god, this
This
stupid asshole.
fucking guy.
And then just eventually realizes he's having fun. Which, if you really take the stuff into account that what happened to Miriam, I feel like that's what Miriam needed. It's just someone to have fun with.
Yeah.
With everything that happened before that with Miriam. Very fun. I love them. I love them so much.
They're good
Me
beans.
too. They're such good boys. Would kill for them or kill them. Depends on the situation, you know? Oh.
I'm glad that there's an Avi. I'm glad there's an Avi now to like be there to be like, you guys are fucking idiots. I will fucking hurt you.
Guys are idiots. I'll hurt you. But also, what are we doing?
But also, let's fucking go. Like,
But also, I'm down to do some wild shit. I'll get in trouble later, but that's not new. Anyway. Hiya! It's for Cody.
Oh, the dice love me again.
They do! I think the dice really loved that answer. Yeah.
Thank you, Vestias.
Okay.
Don't blow up our robot again.
Please. Please do not blow up. For Cody. Aviana confronted Vogan about the bird jokes a long time ago. He came to her and was like, hey buddy, I'm sorry. And she's like, I know you are. You were about to be more sorry, but don't worry about it. Anyway, she never had this talk with Quintis, but he never made a joke. He's never made another joke about it since. Why'd he stop?
Quinn is a lot more aware of social stuff than people give him credit for.
Oh?
I feel like Quinn eventually, like, for being around somebody enough, a lot of the stuff that, especially with Avi, Quinn has always been like, okay, how can I be friends with Avi? And certain things weren't working. For example, whenever I've thought about this so much, whenever he started doing the bird joke stuff, he thought that was like something he could do similar to how he does with Kitty. He's like, oh, you have cat eyes, I'm gonna call you Kitty. Like, he's like, oh, this feature of you that I think is neat and cool, we're gonna go in on that. And it works with Miriam because Miriam doesn't give a fuck. It does not work with Avi.
Nope.
Avi kept getting mad and kept like being either very outwardly angry vocally or sometimes physically about it. And it was like, eventually Vogan stopped. And you do note, he did stop doing them. However, anytime a bird joke is still said, he still kind of goes, eh. Like,
and she wants to kill him every time.
Exactly. Like, Quinn is not perfect. He's not gonna like do things. He's not gonna stop. He's not gonna do them himself. But like, if Avi, for example, makes a bird joke, he'll be like, if somebody makes like something inadvertently around him, he'll like, it's still in his brain, but he is actively trying not to do it anymore, is what he's doing. Is it working? Kind of. They're better friends now than they were. Is that the reason? No.
No.
But it could be considered working toward respecting somebody. And again, I really love my beginning flaw with Quintis, where he doesn't respect you until he's fought with you or knows your strength or has been around things. And I've sort of twisted that into a better, in my opinion, way to say it. It's not that he doesn't respect you, it's that he doesn't understand you, he doesn't know how you tick, and when it comes to Avi especially, he's like, oh, this person's sort of like a vigilante person going around saving the day, doing all these cool things. That's really cool. I love like stories of heroes and things of that nature. And this person's strong. I want to be their friend. Oh, they hate me.
Yeah.
And trying to like get over that wall of I'm a knight, the one thing you kind of fucking hate. Also, I'm a dumbass, another thing you kind of fucking hate. Getting over that wall has been a long and arduous journey. I think he's over it. There's been things that have happened that have been like step backs and step forwards, but that happens in friendships a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very fun. So yeah, he has stopped doing it because he has noticed that it has only been bad whenever he's done it. And once Vogan stopped, you stopped hearing a lot of them from his end because Vogan was the one he would make the jokes with.
Yeah, Vogan was kind of the instigator, like, honestly. Fucking Vogan.
Vogan, like, was one of the ones where he's like, Vogan starts shit and Quinn takes it too far.
Yeah.
That's where things kind of went. Yeah, I like that question.
Yeah.
That's a very good question. I've thought about that so much.
Like 5 years ago, I remember walking out of a party. Did you just call me Kitty? That fucking dick.
It's like he had to have been drunk or something at one point. It's just like, Kitty, come here. Like he just couldn't say Miriam.
He's like chat at the beginning of the campaign. They're like, Miriam! And he's like, it's Miriam.
Muriel!
Muriel!
Kitty!
Kitty! And again, at first it had to have been just like, fucking, fuck that guy. I can't fucking believe this guy's so demeaning. And then later it's like, he literally doesn't mean anything by it. It's a term of endearment.
He's kind of an idiot.
It's like at first I thought he was being demeaning with it. He has not thought about that, and I don't care enough to tell him no.
No thoughts, head empty. Quinn is how I described my cat Liru. A little bit tumble-dried. And I mean
Quinn,
that in the most loving way.
He probably, again, like, it has to do with, like, the childish nature of him. I mentioned it earlier with, like, the daddy thing, but he's been having everything given to him since he was small. The only thing that he couldn't have was his mom, so he attached himself to his dad and then his uncle. After he started being around his uncle more, went into a strict quote-unquote military training, but they probably treated him like royalty because he kind of is. So that's probably why he was level 1 still. Like, it's like, yeah, buddy, you sure got through the Red Lion Knight training. Good job. Like, there was probably absolutely nothing dangerous that ever happened to him. And then he went to war, and the one bad thing happened, and he lost his fucking dad. Like, and that was like the one starting catalyst to him being like, no, I need to improve myself. And then he did.
Growth and stuff. He's working on it. I've enjoyed seeing the growth of the boy. It's been a good time.
I love playing him. I cannot wait to play him in Grey Rock.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm gonna be insufferable in Grey Rock.
In Grey Rock?
Yes.
Just in Grey Rock?
Oh, I feel like once we get to the land away, it's gonna be very, very different business. But I think in Grey Rock especially, I've already talked with Carrie about it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be almost insufferable.
Or are you gonna get beat up a lot?
No.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll tell you after. I'll talk to you
after.
Cool.
Cool. I can't fucking wait. Dude, I know it's like a year out at this point.
Oh,
I miss our boys. I miss them so much. I miss being Avi with you guys.
I thought I was gonna have trouble getting into Quinn Brain today, but I've just immediately jumped back into it. I miss them so much.
I know.
Played him for fucking what, 4 or 5 years?
I think it would be 4 years because I played Avi for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it'll be 4 years with Nat 19 in October for me. So I played her for 3, which means because y'all started a year before I joined. So yeah.
Then yeah, about 4 years of Quinn.
That's
yeah.
fucking wild. That's Wildin. I'm gonna roll another dice. How about? Okay, it's another one for Cody Koo. How about?
I'm Cody Koo.
You are Sir Niccolo Di Bernardino of House Chevrolet Bel Air.
Apparently I'm from Bel Air. Let's go.
I know who sent these
I'm
in,
the
and I appreciate you.
I'm the
So
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
I need, you know
West
how I
Philadelphia, born and raised.
I didn't even have to ask her, you understand? Okay, last session, you witnessed the events that unfolded that led to Marile's birth. Could you enlighten us as to the emotions going on in your head after seeing each bit and then looking at your partner?
It was very tough, like whenever I was playing Niccolo during that time, because as you probably heard near the end of it, I was trying to be as silent as possible to let Marile sort of like pull everything and like drive everything, because I felt like it was very much a Marile thing. And whenever I was looking through everything, whenever everything was going down, it was really neat for Niccolo to see how Marile saw the attack he basically did on her. I was always under the assumption that Niccolo showed up there by himself, but apparently he showed up there with more people. So that even that at that point brings into a question of, holy shit, Niccolo, you not only betrayed them, but in front of a bunch of trained assassins. But it was very interesting to see how Marile reacted with that, and it was also really neat to see after we got to see the real things that the whole thing of like tying back into love being like a big thing, and I'm like, oh, that's really cute. And it was very much a he didn't think the rest of you guys were in danger if they were going through something like this. He didn't think you guys were fighting shit, so he's just like, I think that they're going to spend a lot more time want to kiss. Like it was very much like it's like, oh my god, he was overwhelmed with like emotion seeing all of that, and he's like, I want to kiss them, I want to hold them, I want them me now, me them hug kiss now. He was very overwhelmed. It was very much a thing of, I will from now on show you beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are loved. Because that is something that your parents have left you, that is something that I have left you, that is something that he tried to take away from you, and that will never happen again. Nicolo's very cute. I like it.
No, it was a good scene. I loved just like listening to it. I was just like sitting just like enraptured. I was like, oh, it's about Mario. Oh no, it's sad but also good and cute, and I love Niccolo and Marile. They're such a soft spot in my heart.
It was such a good scene too, because I know that Squeaky loves like those type of things, like those type of like role play interactions, those type of like puzzly interactions. So like having that together there and having like a bit of like an insight into the previous life of Marile, I know they must have loved it, and I am very much like, I hope that I gave them enough of like space to do however they wanted to do, because I know that I'm usually very overpowering when it comes to like talking or role play and stuff sometimes, and I try not to be. So I was trying very hard to just like step into the background there, like. But it did affect Niccolo quite a lot, like seeing all of that.
Yeah. Oh, so good. I don't want, like all campaigns, I don't want DMS to end. I'm not ready to say goodbye to another one.
We're like 3 or 4 off.
Shh. We're not gonna think about that. Otherwise, Hayden's gonna cry. And we don't want them to cry, do we?
And then I'll have is Casper forever.
Yep. Princes can never end, Aaron. You hear that?
Do it. Cry a little bit.
I will. You know I will, you bitch. They are little
Actually-
bitch tears.
The audience's revenge for you making them cry so frequently.
I don't ever make them cry.
I literally had someone in my chat complaining about you and Logan making them cry
What? When?
yesterday.
No, I mean, like, when did I make them cry?
Oh, when you were taking the bow back, when you were stricken
Oh.
with madness.
That was so fun. I was having so much fun. Teehee. Perish.
Yeah.
That was such a good scene.
I basically said the same thing to them. I mean, I guess nicer words because I'm not friends with them. But I was basically crying little bitch tears.
And you know what? I will cry my little bitch tears.
Yeah, I probably will too.
Yeah. Ewan, I got a question for
Meow.
you.
Oh, Mal.
I got a question for you.
I might have an answer.
Oh,
But-
Maybe.
But if you
Perchance.
please, what if I ask really nicely?
I just mean I might not know how.
Oh, I mean that's also fair. Hoppa. Okay. And Miriam,
Meow.
having been almost killed by using Idomancy. Okay, I'm misreading this. What is grammar? Because grammar hard, apparently. There we go. I had to change one word and now it works. Has almost being killed by Idomancy deterred Miriam from finding and learning stronger magic? So
No.
exactly. That's what I thought the answer to this question was.
Yeah, no, that sucked, and I don't want to do that. Well, I mean, I want to do that again, but I want to do that without turning into butter.
just have whatever blood that I have in me, then easy.
All I gotta do is become an Exarch or whatever you are.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a question for Greg once we grab him by the face and shake him like you do a cat.
Yeah.
After we do a treason and attack the fucking.
Maybe, I don't know. We could Ocean's 11 it.
I mentioned in the epilogue, we know a guy. We can
Yeah.
talk to a guy.
We technically don't even need to break him out. We just gotta go there and talk to him.
Exactly. He can just hang out there. He will be fine. We just gotta talk to Vortem and be like, hey buddy, visitors pass? What's up?
I am expecting anytime we get around there to them just look at Miriam and be like, no, you're staying here, and then I'm gonna have to kill them all.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm human now, so now they're not gonna be racist about it. Now they're just like, oh, he's a mage. And I'm like, technically not a mage, a bard. They're like, shut up. And I'm like, dude, magic flute, motherfucker, skull lightning.
Yeah, if they try to take Miriam, it will not be a diplomatic mission anymore. It
No.
will it will be stab in time.
There will be
they will be paced.
a humongous sense of whiplash there, where like usually there is like, oh well, maybe we should do things right, guys. Instead, there's going to be a god spear inside of somebody as soon as they try to take my kitty
Yeah.
from me.
I can't wait until the next time we meet the lady. We have to fight them for doing a treason.
Hey girl.
Hey.
So, I know we were cool. I know. But they tried to hurt my Miriam. And that's not okay.
Couldn't allow
Friends?
it. Also,
Huh?
I might have told the demon guys in hell everything that I knew about you.
Sorry.
Which granted isn't a lot, but it's probably more than other people would have known because I know the infrastructure of the entirety of the kingdom.
Yeah. But
Anyway.
hey, we don't tell them that you're like part of Tiamat or whatever, and
I did
you
tell
let
them
us
that.
go. No, we don't tell everybody. We don't tell the
Oh, yeah,
royals.
we don't tell everybody.
we
else.
don't
I
tell
already
the
I probably just told
world.
the demons. I mean, they
Yeah,
probably
no,
already
that's-
knew, but...
They probably already fucking knew. Yeah, all that to say, don't touch our Miriam, we'll kill you.
I don't even know what all information like Logan thinks that I had that they didn't have. But as soon as he's like, do you want to give them all the information on the lady so that you can leave? I'm like, yeah.
I don't think they had any information on the lady.
I think it was the most bare bones. Yeah, no, that's who you're looking for. Yeah, no, she is the she's the redhead. That's the one you're looking for.
I know that they have a weird metal horse.
It's a bike with a motor.
Some kind of bike motor.
Made out of angels.
Some kind of pedal-less bike.
You know, it's very interestingly made, you know. Anyway, yeah, no, that's who you're looking for. Let me go. Please.
Give me a hand.
Give me a hand here, buddy. Yeah.
I can't believe I have to do this. Everyone dies.
Well,
you hurt Miriam.
Welcome to my world. Everyone dies.
Dang it. I was doing so well.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. You get used to it. It's okay.
That's Quinn's dark fucking paladin arc. He's just like, oh man, I'm a dark paladin now.
Damn it! Kicking rocks.
He's just like sadly painting his armor black.
It's just like cheap children's paint too. Yeah. It's not even good. It's like
Quinn, you don't even have to do that. It's like, no, I do. Evil now.
It's the principle of this thing.
I have to do this. That way people know I'm evil.
You saying because I wear a lot of black, people... Yeah, you know what? Actually, don't answer that. I know the answer to that question. Never mind.
Thank you for not having me answer that and have you be mad at me.
No, because I know why. Anyway, welcome to the club.
Puts on eyeliner.
Yeah, no, it's wrong. Let me do it.
Oh yeah, thank you.
The trick is, if you want good wing liner, no jokes, use the edge of a dagger. It just, yeah.
Just like does not flinch as you bring dagger to their face. And just like trust you and
to their eye.
The place Avi likes to stab most.
Yeah.
Stupid. Logan, bring back Vestige right now. I think we miss it.
We want to play right now.
We'll play right now.
Like, can we cancel Gilligan's?
Yeah, fuck you, Aaron. I mean, we love you.
Go watch Gilligan's Grave on Saturday. It's gonna be great.
Watch Gilligan's Grave on Saturday, otherwise I'll beat you up. I'll be in the chat. I'll beat you up. Anyway, gonna ask another question. Okay, it's another one for Aaron. Well, we don't have that number. Not number. Did I put this question in twice? I did. I'm a silly little guy. I'm the silliest guy on the whole dang planet.
Silly little guy.
Silly guy, Hayden Daviosab. That's me. Okay.
Silly guy, Hadab.
Hadab. Alright, so for Manny, how's Manny coping with the fact that his best friend was secretly not in the right body this entire time, and said best buddy's real body was a big stinky bad in disguise?
It's fucking nuts, yo.
Manny's Gen Alpha ass doesn't give a fuck. He's like, my best friend's still here, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, the body change thing doesn't bother Manny even remotely. I don't know, that's so par for the course for him. Not in like, obviously that specific thing doesn't happen to him all the time, but his life is so turbulent, and that's one of the least surprising things that's happened to this week. So he's like, okay, Briar's Gino now, and Briar was Gino, and Gino is Briar, and Briar's Gino, and it's Gino. And Machiasmelli stabbed Gino in the face when I thought Gino was Machiasmelli, but Machiasmelli was Gino. But it was Machiasmelli. And now they're a computer, because they stabbed themselves in the face. So heck that guy.
Yeah, that's valid.
That was traumatizing. There was like 30 seconds before I fell down an elevator shaft that was exploding and got knocked out that I was very upset. And then I woke up and Briar spoke like Gino speaks. And I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah, I think the speaking and then the immediate haircut has cut it through a lot.
Cut
It's like, oh,
it
that's
through.
still Gino.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. And also, like, Manny's young enough that, like, stuff like that affects you differently at different ages.
No, he's only beginning to process so much of what he is. Like, the stuff with his parents is like a whole bag that he has the most loose ends of, that he's like, this is upsetting, but not in a way that I have the brain capacity to comprehend. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, well, I have this new mom. They're the next maternal person I look at. Hello, Mom. And I have a new dad. It's always Dante.
It's always Dante.
Until anyone tells him otherwise, he'll be like, Dante. I was so happy.
We're taking this child. This child is ours.
So happy to just catch Logan just a little off guard when he offhandedly is not just like, call me whatever you want. Just in the background, I'm like, Dad. Like, okay, almost whatever you want.
I forgot about that shit. That's so funny. Dad, no.
It's how things go. The six of us were given that penthouse. It's what it is called, and we are. What's happening.
That's the fucking Dante and Manny equivalent of the guy with the genie. The genie's like, there's 3 rules: no falling in love, no wishing for more wishes, and no bringing people back from the dead. And they're like, I wish everyone's, I don't know, penises were made of spiders. And there's just an extended pause, and then she's just like, there are 4 rules.
I wish Dante was my dad. There are 4 rules.
There are now 5 rules.
If he's my brother and he's your dad, then I'm Auntie Fia. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird whenever you and Arjun, because Arjun does not give off uncle energy. He gives off spiteful older brother energy.
Meh. I don't know, this is weird human shit. Okey dokey, we only got a couple more questions left, my beans. Gonna roll this D. Is for Cody.
Hi.
Aaron, do me a favor.
Okay.
Pick a number between 2 and 3. Like, pick 2 or 3.
Oh,
no. 2 or 3?
Yeah.
I'll just add more randomness to this.
Yeah.
Sex is 2 and
The
no
sex
cash value is
coin.
3.
Tell him, Ryuji.
3.
3? Alright, no cash value. Cody,
what?
is there any situation that would get Quinn to give up his responsibilities as heir and walk away from his family permanently? Ryuji, shut up.
Man, you just have to watch when we get to the land away. I haven't been thinking about that constantly.
I got that.
I honestly do not feel like I can answer that question. I'm sorry.
No, it's very fair. You are fair and valid for that.
I could accept the other question. I don't know if I can say this question. There are things going on in my brain that I have thought about, that I have mentioned occasionally offhandedly, that I may or may not continue to think about as possible or true. The big things that are determining factors are whether Unk is evil, because I somewhat in the back of my brain think he might be, not Quinn, me, or how the family reacts with Lexi. Those are two very big determining factors about things. Also, the third determining factor, whether or not I commit a treason.
Yeah?
Because if I do that, I think I have to walk away from my family forever. Otherwise, they will be in trouble.
You know what the real kicker will be?
What's that?
It's not about Lexi. It's not about Unk. It's if he can marry him or not.
Oh, God, you mean I can finally marry Kitty?
You know?
Just like I've always wanted.
It's like, no, I mean, you can't marry him. Can't.
To war,
Air,
then.
please. Like, well, goodbye,
But you
then.
keep saying marry him.
That's the real. They just kick your ass out. It's like, get out.
Can't believe you're gonna throw Quintis out of the house like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
On the ground outside. Worth it.
Huh.
Look, if we really need an heir that bad, just turn me into a girl. I'll make us an heir. Come on, Kitty.
I'm okay with this timeline.
I mean, anything as long as it isn't something that like makes any of his friends mad or sad. He's like, well, obviously I can't have an heir with Lexi. If you really want one, fine, I'll make you one. Let's go.
Let's go.
I need some powerful magic or a potion or something, but we'll have to figure it out.
It's gonna have to last 9 months. Can you make a potion to last 9 months?
The witch in the fucking swamp's like, oh, you bet I can.
It's been a fucking hag this whole time. She's like, okay.
It's like, it may or may not be permanent. I don't care.
Like, whatever. It's like, wait, Lex, are you cool with
Get these
that?
guys off my back.
Like, Lexi, are you down to kiss girls? I need to know.
Yeah, if the kissing's gone, the whole thing's off.
Miriam, time to be a woman. Let's go. I don't know why it's just Miriam that has to be on the receiving end of this, but that's the path I'm on.
Look, Daddy, you'll either have to do one of three things. A, let me be a girl and have an heir. B, take the heir I already gave you, that random little girl that we saved that one time. Or C, find a way to convince Kitty to be a girl. I'm not doing that to him.
That's on you, buddy.
One of
Or
those
Dad.
things have to happen. Or just go do one yourself.
Dad, you're alive again. Go.
Oh,
Hop
your
to
sad
it.
mom's gone. I am too. Go do something.
Go do something about it. Go do someone about it. Anyway.
Go do someone about it. Can you imagine talking to his dad now? It's just like talking to his dad. It's like, oh yeah, Dad, when were you gonna tell me that my mom is crazy weird? And that I might be crazy weird?
No, you are crazy weird.
No, not in that part. Not in that way.
No, I meant it that way. I meant
like-
it both
like-
ways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when?
So when though?
Look, I understand. Your mom was the only person for you. I completely understand. Lexi's the only person for me. It should be the same situation. Go make an heir. Go.
Get
And
to
your
it.
mom might still be alive. Like, isn't that one of the
Oh
big
yeah,
things?
she is. She
Yeah.
left. She left and nobody knows where she's at. Not even God. Not even Shirt Pants Org knows where she is. And it's like, what the fuck happened to you, Mom?
There's not even a widower. You'd be like, no, I'm married.
I don't care.
Come on, Dad, cheat on Mom for my happiness.
For
Look,
me.
She's not gonna care. She left us.
Honestly, the least she can do.
Look, it was till death do you part and you died, so go.
You know?
Technically, as far as your vows go, you're single now.
Damn.
Otherwise, I work on one of those other 3 things I told you about. Goodbye.
Get to it.
Presses the button on the medieval elevator.
Yep. Oh, well, good time. Well, we got one more question in that case. And it's for Aaron.
Question
Aaron.
du final.
The finale. For Aaron, has the knowledge of Velis targeting and essentially destroying the confidence of your party members tainted the bittersweet fascination of the memory he left you? Or is the thought of Emma being an entire being of fiction just sour to begin with?
Yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah.
Like the problem with like it is implicitly bittersweet because the memories are good and are there. But now that they're layered on top of what Marion was actually doing, which seems to be effectively political sabotage in the land away, it's really poisoned. And along with his own personal feelings that we talked about earlier about it. Yeah, there's not a lot of good feelings left to be had. You know, the idea of the person was there, but the problem is that it's exactly that. They are the idea of a person. And I don't know, like if I just broke into your house and like lit your kitchen on fire, but then told you that there might have been a really like perfect person for you in there, but they're gone now. Like you'd be confused and angry. That's really all Miriam can be at it all. They didn't exist in a way that matters, and intellectually you can do that, but separating yourself from the feelings that were kind of also implanted there are difficult because those feelings were real. They were just real towards nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Falling in love with a video game character. Not useful.
How is... I don't know if we talked about it, because it's been a minute since we've had you on and, like, talked about Velis stuff. How is Miriam handling Velis targeting the party the way they did? And, like, seeing his friends be affected the way that they were? Like, where's he kind of sitting on that? What was, like, kind of his gut reaction post-Velis stuff?
I mean, he obviously did what he does best, and he started lying.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he tried to help Avi by polymorphing Rory into a cat. Because while both Aaron and Miriam are quite positive that if Velis were to be targeted by something like polymorph, they could probably either allow it to affect them, or it's unlikely that he would be able to get him with a gotcha. Like if you tried to polymorph Merrymist while Velis was there, I'm sure they would have just been polymorphed. But he knows it doesn't work on shape changers like doppelgangers and other creatures like that, vampires I think as well. And so when he did that, he had what is at least a plausible reason to give Avi to be like, you can trust this, and then he just threw Rory at them because it's like, here, this is what you need right now, and I don't need you being like, oh, but is the one thing I can trust, like, is my rock not real anymore? Because having everyone else be as unstable as everything else Velis has put in him would be bad for him emotionally. And he's already got stuff to worry about with the necklace being gone and Satsumuru due to arrive whenever.
Miriam did the Miriam thing and lied so the party could be happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Thinking about that whole moment just brought my whole body back to it. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
And
My
this
heart.
is why Avi and Quinn will go against the entire country for Miriam.
He was quite happy that Lexi didn't get got.
Yeah.
They're the only member who hasn't really been touched by Velis now.
What if Lexi did and Logan's just having it to where Lexi is Velis the entire time? The entire time we're playing the next campaign is going to be Velis as Lexi.
Well, I was with them.
What if it
You
was
don't know.
afterwards? You don't fucking know.
You don't sleep in the same room as her. You don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident.
Nah, Carrie's gonna play the long con. She's gonna fuck with all of us.
Carrie's gonna no, Carrie won't even know. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Logan did that to somebody, he wouldn't even tell us. The way Velis is,
To be fair,
like,
Via
powers
Velis
work,
knows how to
yeah.
act like you perfectly, so you would act exactly the same until he's like, you don't do that, you instead do this out of character thing, and everybody would be like, why? And then
Wait,
he'd be
what-
like, and then chuckle fuck McCornflake climbs out of your face.
Yeah, he would never tell us. He would never fucking do it.
Sorry, I'm still on chuckle fuck McCornface.
McCornflakes.
Oh, McCornflakes. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know if that makes it more or less sense, but that's where I'm pretty much.
I love you, dear.
There's a part of me, like, I know I just said this for Lexi. There's a part of me that thinks that's just what's gonna happen with me.
One of these, he's gonna figure it out, you think? Figure out how to properly possess you?
I think, like, there's a part of my brain that Logan said that out loud to me to make me think I'm not possessed.
That's how he's fucking with us. That's how he's fucking with us right now.
There is just a small part of me that, like, had Logan say, oh, I guess I can't possess you because you're whatever you are, and it's plausible and very much kind of probably true. But there's a part of me that's like, nah, Velis is possessing me, and that's why he stopped at me, because I'm the last one. And it's like, I'm gonna be him, and then I'm gonna go to the land away, and I'm gonna fuck with something, and he's gonna be like, you were Velis all along. And I'll be like, I hate this.
It was Valor built all along.
Well, it's just had an interest in the Valor builds, at least in passing,
Yeah.
with that secret room.
I want to know what the fuck is in that room. I know we've talked about that on our Wits and Crits, Aaron, but I'm like, I want to know. I'm such a nosy Nelly.
No. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, there is so much there to where it's like, yeah, maybe he actually couldn't do things with me, and that's awesome if that's the case. But I know Logan, and there's a little piece of me going like, am I Velis? Am I fucking just gonna, we're gonna open that door, and then I'm just gonna go, blah, and then attack all of you and take whatever's in there.
You know what?
I don't know.
Bet. Let's go.
Be kind of a fucking huge shitty deal for Quinn.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, you just got out of hell, man.
Yep. Can you imagine? Because, like, it would be acting just like Quinn would always act. So as soon as he would leave, he'd be like, huh?
Oh, okay.
It would also bring the next arc, what I want to talk to you about, Hayden, into question with the things that Quinn will be doing in Grey Rock.
Let's fucking go. I can't wait. Oh. Well, my beautiful, wonderful boys, whom I love so much, and I'm so grateful to play with, that is all the time we have for today. So why don't you...
I said, who do you think Hayden's talking about, Aaron?
Me.
Yeah.
I was just like, what was like, are other people here?
Wait. Who?
I'm cute.
It's two.
It's like, oh, my lovely boys. It's like, who do you think she's talking? Who do you think they're talking about? Like, there's nobody else here. Like,
It must be me.
It's my
Must.
Irwin and Codifer. It's two of my
Ah.
favorite humans in the entire world.
okay, as long as it's Coda Fur and not Coda Coo.
No, you're Codifer.
Yeah.
Because I like to add ifer to people's names. I don't know why. But anyway, that's all the time we have. You stinkies, my lovelies, go ahead and promote your fine selves. Let's start with you, Aaron.
You can find me obviously here on 19 and other stuff. You can also find me over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FrozenFrost. You got my Twitters, which FrozenFrostVT, or at the Aaron Parnell if you want to see VTuber stuff or voice acting stuff / shirtless pictures of me after I work out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, go follow Aaron's streams. They're really delightful, as most of my friends are. Aaron is one of my comfort streamers. Go watch all his streams. Frozen Frost, very comf. He plays a lot of Tarkov. I'm gonna shill your streams more than you, because I love your stuff. Go follow his TikTok and his YouTube. Go support my friend. He deserves it. And you're stinky if you don't do it. That's right, you're stinky. Anyway, how about you, Cody? Where can the people find you?
I'm Cody, Codifer, to those here. You can find me over on the twitch.tv/Summoners Network channel. I also am on YouTube for also Summoners Network, if you'd like. I also have a new YouTube channel, specifically for my gaming VODs and stuff. Summoner Blue VODs, or some Blue VODs. I can't remember which one it was. It's linked in the thing, don't worry. You can go find it if you go to the other two things. I do have Twitters, but just find Summoner Blue, you'll find me. I don't really do much there, except sometimes post weird stuff. Yeah, just find me on Twitch and YouTube. Pretty good, pretty fun. We have fun. We play games.
We have fun here.
Yeah, we do. Oh, we're actually at the end of one of my role plays. One of my Zelda role play, which does feature both Squeaky and Eric as well, is ending decently soon. So that's pretty fun. We do those on Mondays. And it is a very long campaign. It is they're very excited for the end of it, to kind of see all the endings and everything else. So that's the big important thing happening with me. Hi.
Hi. Good. Go support all their stuff. They're wonderful and talented and really fun to watch. Go watch all their role plays. They put a lot of heart and hard work into it. Go subscribe to them. Subscribe to both these nerds on Twitch. Give them your money. Open your wallets. Give them all of your dollars.
I enjoy dollars.
Mm-hmm. Anywho.
Give me your toonies.
Give me your toonies and your loonies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Canadian Muns here, please. I suppose, if you guys want more of me, you can find me on Twitter at HeyBaleVoice, on Instagram at HeyBaleVoice, but more prominently, I speak word money good. You can find me on Twitter at ScyllaAria, and on Twitch at ScyllaAria. That's SYLLA. I'm a VTuber. I'm a little stinky fairy. And if you watch my YouTube VODs or my TikToks or anything like that, that is all edited by the wonderful Eric from Nat19. He puts in a lot of work, so go subscribe to the YouTube and follow the TikTok and the Instagram and all that good stuff. Not for me, but for Eric, honestly. Like, give Eric money. Honestly, the more Scylla grows, just give Eric money. That's all I want. I want to support my boy. And I will be at since at the time of this recording, I will be guesting Fan Expo Dallas. I will be doing the Anime After Dark. So you can come see me between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. here in Dallas, Texas. I will also be at Washington State SummerCon in June. So, and also in August, I will be at ColossalCon Texas in Round Rock, Texas. So if you want to come meet me and you want to get some Nat19 prints, I always am repping my gals from Nat19. So please come say hello. I always love when teenies come say hi. And of course, if you want more Nat19, remember you can tune in Monday through Thursday now for gaming streams with the cast. On Monday, it is The Cutie Cult, which is Aaron Robert Parnell, Carrie Johnston, and Spencer Downs. On Tuesday, it is Cody, Maddie, and Eric for the cool kids.
I keep getting brought up.
I know, right? It's crazy. We love that boy here. On Wednesdays, alternating with Wits and Crits, there is Chaos Crew with myself and Braden Alexander. And Thursdays, alternating with Princes of the Apocalypse, which is DM'd by our wonderful Aaron. We have Laid Back Laidlaw, which right now, I say we are playing Baldur's Gate. I haven't been there for a couple sessions, and I'm very curious to what the higgity heck has happened. And what chaos?
Aiden doesn't like us.
It's not that I don't like you! Listen! Oh no, I'm gonna cry on my own episode! No! I love you so Fuck you!
And DMS is going to be moving to that slot too, so you got like one more of those right now.
Yeah.
I know.
And then it's going to be on a break until, 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So I get one more Baldur's Gate with you guys to be like, all right, the fuck did you guys do? And then instead of Devil's Might Surrender, on Saturdays, because that's what I have written down, Gilligan's Grave, our first of 2 interim games before Vestige of Ophiuchus returns. Gilligan's Grave starts up June 1st, so make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be a really good time. I have been seeing all the behind-the-scenes stuff, and I can't wait, and I cannot wait to interview all the peeps about their episodes and the characters from Gilligan's Grave. It's going to be a very good time, so we will have some fresh shows for you guys soon. So thank you very much for tuning in, teenies. We will see you next time. Goodbye!
Goodbye.
Goodbye.